Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about, I guess, society's view of gender and sexuality, because if you don't know, Trisha Paytos did a video where she comes out as trans. Um, I'm not going to speak really on that. I don't think she is, but I don't think even she knows what she is, whether she's straight, male, female, I don't care, I don't know. But it brings up a good discussion on society's view of gender, specifically, and sexuality. Um, as humans, we are fluid in our gender and sexuality. We tend to forget that. I am cis female. I was born a female and I identify as female. And I am also straight. How do I know that? Because I've thought about it. Not really interested in being with a woman. So in terms of that, I would like to identify as straight. But I'm also female. And I identify as female because I don't mind having female attributes. But according to society's standards of being female, I don't fit into those parameters because society has this idea of what is female and what is male behavior. But that's not really how humans are in terms of things like gender. Yes, there are certain females who don't mind being female, are interested in what society deems as female things like makeup and shopping and wearing dresses and looking pretty. And I don't. Number one, I don't like dresses. I don't really like dresses. I like makeup, but I didn't always like makeup. I am a tomboy. I like being able to climb trees, and I always wanted to ride dirt bikes and learn how to skateboard and rough and tumble and play sports because I grew up with a brother. He was the only friend I had, so I wanted to be like that. And my mom didn't like that. My mom wanted me to dress like a girl and play with dolls and all the traditional female things that society is conditioning her as a woman who grew up in the 40s to be. That is the female thing, and that this is a male thing. And you as a girl, you're not supposed to like climbing trees, and you're going to get broken arms. And coupled with the fact that I'm not very tall and I'm not very big, so she was very, very, very overprotective of me. She didn't want me climbing trees because I could hurt myself, and she didn't want me hurting myself because it would be bad for her. She didn't want that. It would upset her. But I didn't care. I want to go run and climb trees and all of that stuff and just do, because I was very hyper and I wanted to expel that energy, and activities did that. And I wanted to do that instead of just sitting on my ass and playing with Barbie dolls, which I did, but I really didn't like it all that much because it was boring. So I understand this idea of male and female things. But that's society conditioning in us and telling us that that's what females are supposed to be like and that's what males are supposed to be like. As you young people grow up, you're starting to realize that you are allowed freedom. Boys growing up are now being raised by moms who are allowing them to wear heels and dresses and play with makeup and explore this world of what is considered female, all this feminine things. And girls are being allowed to explore what it is to be male, all this masculine things. Because as humans, we have both masculine and feminine traits. We are very active as females. We should be allowed to go run around because we're human beings and we have energy, and that's fun. Running around climbing trees is fun. It is. For some girls. For some girls it is. And for some girls it's not. And for some girls they'd rather paint their nails. And that's okay. It's okay for a boy to want to paint their nails. It's okay for girls to want to go ride dirt bikes and go be Olympic athletes because they're human beings and they have interests that go against what society is telling them they need to do. So Trisha Paytos does this video where she comes out as trans, but I don't think that's actually what it is. But at the same time, we don't know what it is. We don't know her journey. We don't know. But then she gets attacked for it, and then people who are legitimately trans and legitimately want to tell their story of not being like non-binary, they're scared now. Not that YouTube is helping in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, hello. But now they're scared. But you shouldn't have to be scared. But you are. And we need to acknowledge that this Trisha Paytas issue has opened up the door of discussion in terms of like sociology. What is gender? How does our society define gender? And how do people that don't wish to conform to those definitions, how do they exist in a world that won't allow them to conform? Guess what? You don't have to conform. Nobody said you had to. Society may be telling you this is how you're supposed to be, but that's society. That's not you. You get to define who you are. I get to define what kind of girl I get to be. So we are now coming into this world where young people now get to define who they are, what they are. They have created these names for how they feel. Non-binary, gender fluid, gender neutral. All these different beautiful names that they have now used to define how they feel. That needs to be okay. That needs to be acknowledged by all of us that grow up in a society where we didn't have names for those things. But now we do, because we as human beings, we are not defined by our bodies, our biology. We are defined by the souls within the canvas that is our bodies. We get to define who we are. We get to be who our soul is telling us what we can be. Society is boxing us in, but society doesn't. You don't have to allow society to box us in. That doesn't mean you have to go scream and yell and rant and rave. You can just rebel in your own way by being who you are and not giving a fuck to what society is telling you. You can just be true to who you wish to be, what your soul is telling you to be. You get to do that. Society can yell and rant and rave all they want. That doesn't mean that you have to yell and rant and rave back. We're fighting this box that society has pushed us in, but we don't have to. Doesn't mean we have to conform. It's not about just laying down and letting it happen. It's about just rebelling in a passive-aggressive way. Be passive-aggressive. Just go, okay, let's be being female, okay, yeah, cool. I'm gonna go over here and do whatever the fuck I want because I'm a fucking grown-up. Because that's another thing. If you're a grown-up, if you're over the age of 18, guess what? You can do whatever the fuck you want. As long as you're not breaking any laws that are on the books, you get to do whatever you fucking want to do. We now have, as a law in this country, the ability for gay people to get married. You can do that now. You don't have to define it as marriage unless you want to call it marriage. You can call it marriage. You can call it marriage if it's comfortable for you. Society won't like it, but you can call it that. You could call it marriage. That's marriage to you. You could call it marriage for all you want. Now, as human beings, we are getting to be who we are. You, as human beings, get to define what and who you are. You get to define who you wish to give your body to. That's what you get to do as human beings. You have that human right. And you need to remember it. So let Trisha Paytos do what she wants to do. You allow it to open up the door of discussion. Just let it open up the door to discussion. We don't know what's going on with her. Allow. And we can discuss something over here that's really kind of related to that, but not that. Because well, whatever. I'm kind of done with Trisha Paytos, but you know what? She's opening the door to discussion. And as a member of the cis straight community, we need to discuss this with you as members of the LGBTQIA community, because you need to help us learn what it's like to be you. I don't know what it's like to be you. I don't know the journey. I only know my journey. And it's wonderful that we get to share our journey with others. We get to discuss what it's like to be us. And just because you have your journey doesn't mean your journey is right. And it doesn't mean your journey is the only journey that exists. We as human beings need to remember that we are all just dicking around down here on earth trying to figure shit out. Go figure shit out. Go love yourself and just be true to who your soul is telling you to be. That's all you got to do is just listen to your soul. It's leading you in the right direction. Be who you are. And thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, because I would like to reach 5 subscribers by the end of the year. Because I kind of would like that. But thank you for watching. Bye.